Anderson Cooper, AC 360, CNN weeknights 10 Eastern.
Tonight at 360 follow as surreal as they come in Haiti. The mysterious return of a former dictator and despot is actually being celebrated by some. Celebrated. Take a look. This video is from today. Hundreds of people turned out to show their support for Jean-Claude Baby Doc Duvalier, who turned up in Haiti on Sunday after 25 years in exile. He was taken into custody today, questioned at a courthouse in Port-au-Prince, where undisclosed charges were filed against him. Duvalier was not arrested. A judge has 30 days to decide whether to move the case forward, whatever the case may be. Tonight, it's hard to say what is going on, why Duvalier is back, and what his plans may be. What is all too clear and frankly troubling is that his history seems to be getting lost in all the chaos. I just want to remind you exactly who we're talking about here. Jean-Claude Duvalier is a dictator, an alleged thief and a murderer, accused of pillaging his homeland and draining its treasury. He learned at the knee of his father, Francois Papa Doc Duvalier, who ruled before him. Baby Doc was 19 when he succeeded his dad. Human Rights Watch estimated the father and son together ordered the deaths of as many as 30,000 Haitians. People would simply disappear off the streets. Bobby Duval barely survived Baby Doc's rule. The former soccer star, human rights activist, and CNN hero was imprisoned, tortured, starved, nearly executed. I talked to him earlier. Bobby, when you hear some Haitians say that things were better under Duvalier, what do you tell them?
I say that, they just don't know. Because they intend, I think they are victims of the propaganda that, the Duvalier camp has been, promoting. Because how could you compare, like, a state apparatus of repression for 30 years that has killed over 100,000 people between Father Doc and Papa Doc and Baby Doc, and you compare it to governments that have been, that inherited the destruction of 30 years of that regime, trying to struggle with it. Obviously we are still in a crisis. And how could you compare that,
You say 50,000 people. You say 50,000 people disappeared under Baby Doc's father, Papa Doc. 50,000 disappeared under Baby Doc Duvalier.
Baby Doc.
You could be arrested at that time for anything.
Right.
You were actually arrested, never charged with anything, tortured, thrown into a prison, a terrible place called Fort Demanche. What was that like?
Well, listen, I was in a cell, a 13 by 14 foot cell. We were 40 inside, and we had to sleep by relay. We were all nude. All they gave us is our shirt and pants. That's what we used for toilet paper, because we had a 5-gallon can inside the cell in order to do our necessities. I was inside that cell with 40 other men, and I was witnessing 2 to 3 people die a day. That means out of inanition, out of weakness. It's just like, and also our bodies were covered with pus. I had tuberculosis myself. I mean, had I not been, taken out that day, 1 more week, I would have been dead. I was already feeling, let's say, dizzy.
I mean, under Duvalier, people would just disappear. People would be executed.
That's right.
People would just vanish.
Yeah, and for no reason. A lot of the times, they blame your disappearance on political activities, which is not true. It might be a neighborhood down the street who had a problem with you. They had a competition with you or something, and then he has a contact in the system, and then he has you disappeared. I mean, that was commonplace.
Should Duvalier have to answer for his crimes?
If you absolutely. I mean, this guy has destroyed this country. We're still struggling as citizens of Haiti, trying to get this country back together. And he left us in shambles. The mere fact that we are in a political deadlock now for an election, to me, it's very symptomatic. It's an expression of how screwed up, the whole political system is and how we cannot go forward. To me, this is the shadow of Duvalier hanging over us.
Bobby Duval, I appreciate your time. Thank you, Bobby.